See, we remember all of those. But the thing is with you, and welcome, by the way, it's lovely to see you.
Thank you for having me.
That's what we expected you to do. The theatre, actually, has been quite a surprise.
Yeah, I first did my first theatre role in Joseph in the West End, and that went really well. And then I went on to do shows like Les Miserables, Legally Blonde, and it's all going really well. I shied away from theatre for a while because of my speech. As most shows, you have to be able to act and speak on stage, but I found that if I put a bit of work in and I practice the script over and over again, I play a different role, then I'm absolutely fine on stage.
Isn't that funny?
It fascinates me that with music you can sing and it just flows and it's beautiful and there's no issue at all. But the minute you go from singing to speaking, that's where it starts.
I've always been able to sing. I've always had very positive responses to singing, whereas speaking from the age of 5 was always a real issue. And it's hard work, if I put the work in.
How do you act on stage then? How does it work, learning lines? Is it the same as singing?
I learn the lines, practice them over and over again, and if I'm speaking an accent, which I am in this, American accent, I'm often fine.
Isn't that mad?
Why don't you just speak all the time in an American accent?
Would that work?
Go and spend 3 months in LA doing something and then come back with that transatlantic accent. Just say, oh, sorry, I picked it up over there.
Maybe that's the way forward.
But you said if you put the work in, then it gets better. And actually, I think a lot of people don't realise, because we've seen you at different stages of the process, really. And sometimes we've done live interviews with you and your speech has been incredible. And then sometimes not so much. And so this is living with it, isn't it? This is something that you have to work on day to day.
It's something I have to do every day, and if I put the work in, breathing exercises and force myself to do things like this, which is a massive fear of mine, but if I force myself to do it, then I overcome it.
But let's talk about the musical stuff, because you're currently starring in Mad About the Musicals. And then you go back to Footloose, which you've already done before, but you're going into the tour where you play Willard. And it's a role that people seem to be really love you in, actually. And it's quite a comedy role. It's a bit different for you.
Well, Footloose is a great show, based upon the original 1984 film, which is when I was born. I've always played the sort of handsome lead or the prince, and it's really nice to be the idiot on stage for the first time. It's a great show. It's got some great 80s music in there. And at the end of the show, everyone's on the feet and loving life.
It's also a role, however, that you don't really have to do much dancing in.
Yes, I play the cowboy that's not able to dance.
Which is lucky.
Yeah, well, it's life imitating art.
Because you're the first to say that you're a fantastic...
Oh, I'm a terrible dancer.
Fantastic singer, but dreadful dancer.
And actually, halfway through as well, the ladies in the show strip me of my clothes and I'm left in some lovely golden hot pants.
Wow.
Golden hot pants, so... Yeah, it's a treat for everybody.
And so is that... I read that you were going to the gym and you were sort of doing this clean living thing. So obviously, if you're going to be exposed like that on the stage, then you want to look your absolute best. But the clean living thing fascinated me. What is that? What's the clean living?
I had an injury on my vocal cords 2 years ago. Too much working, too much partying at times. And so I decided to live very cleanly. And so I had this idea whilst I was at home, resting at the time, to make a brand new herbal drink. And I saw that coconut was huge at the time, coconut water, coconut oil. And so I came up with this idea to make a hot coconut beverage. And it's called... Oh, man, I really find this difficult.
That's
unlucky.
You should have picked an easier name.
I know. No, I should.
Pick one that you can say.
What the hell was I thinking? And so I came up with this brand new coconut hot beverage called Coconut. and it's basically just ground coconut in a tea bag. I've just signed a huge deal with the biggest UK health store in the UK, and
wow.
it's all going well, and it's helping me with my clean living.
And your voice is going to be all right?
Oh, yes. Yeah. With me venturing into the business world and that all going really, really well, that I'll be able to take a bit more time off from using my voice every night, and then that'll help with my vocal cords, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it's lovely to see. It always is.
It really is.
So, I mean, you were in Footloose until April, but you're back in that from the 20th of June. And in the meantime, you're in Mad About the... No wonder you need a break. In Mad About the Musicals, which finishes on the 18th of June. So hold on a second. There's 2 days in between finishing Mad About the Musicals and going back into Footloose.
Yep. I'm hectic.
Yeah. You need an
all
holiday,
good, though, and I do.
You do. Lovely to see you, as always. You take care of yourself.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, YouTube. For more of the same, just click here. And don't forget, you can subscribe for even more of these amazing videos exclusive to our channel.
Did you feel that?
Oh, my God, what just happened?
Did you feel something?
Yes.
A little tingle?
Yeah, it was.
If I open this up, you'll see that actually they no! completely switch places in that spur of the moment piece of magic. Open up yours.
This is going...
I don't like it.